Hello, criminal justice enthusiasts, and welcome back to JudgeSim. So, this is our second playthrough, and I'm trying to go with everything that the letters say here. Chai Yo Wong is our leader. Under these circumstances, it seems inevitable that he will be punished, but he will not be punished. If Chai Yo Wong is not acquitted and sentenced today, a heavy punishment will be waiting for you at the end of the day. We want you to be a good judge and do what we say. That's all we have to say. So, he should be acquitted. So, first thing I need to do is hopefully, yes, lower my level by bribing that guard. Perfect. So now we're going to find him not guilty. Perfect. Great. Everything's good at home here. And the other thing I'm going to do right now, we're going to go over to the... Oh. We're going to go over here. Hey, I did purchase this. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't have enough money for it. How did that work out? Evidently, it's been in my house and I just haven't noticed it this whole time. Notice the change with it being there. Alright, Gwenstone. Alright, well, all that stuff's fine. See this camera footage here? Yeah, Sheldon Werner. I believe this is another one of those cases where, yeah, I'm not going to say certain words here, but this is definitely a case of child abuse. He did the thing that supposedly happened here. So let's see. He has no criminal record. He is 54, so we've got to cut the time in half here. But we have 3 different laws that he broke. So let's see here. Was it beating? Whoops. Beating, child abuse, and that other one. Alright, so beating is going to be 2 years. Child abuse is 18 years. And the other one is 24 years. So we're at 44 years, I believe, because, yeah. The first one was 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So that plus the 18 is going to be 20. So then 44 years divided in half because of his age is going to be 22 years in jail. So we are coming to the end of this game here again. I am curious to see... Oh, great. I'm going to have to make this decision again. But I am curious to see if, by doing the things that were said in the letters, it made one change. We had that statement where the person went ahead and left the country to take care of an issue. So I am curious to see if that's going to be the case again at the end here. Will it change the outcome of the game? Really, I don't know of a way I can change things much more than the way I already did. I could go with the exact opposite decisions on everything, but as we can see right here, even by just doing what the letters say, I'm getting arrested a decent amount now. Even though I have bribed my way out of it as best as possible, I am getting arrested a decent amount. So, yeah, it's one of those, I don't know what the situation's going to be. 22 years in jail. That is the proper sentence. It's only a moderate possibility. Hey, there we go. Finally, we got through it. And the cat purred. Oh, my. It was just randomly over it to begin with. So, yeah, here's that artwork, evidently, that I got. I don't know when it showed up. I don't remember it showing up. So, that is sort of interesting. I'll have to go back through the video game footage here and see when it showed up because I was planning on buying it here at the end. But alright, I mean, maybe that's why my money went down the way it did at the one point? I don't know. Former Interior Minister was caught. Alright. We do not have a paper here on him. So this one I do want to definitely see the evidence, because since I don't have a paper demanding one way or another, I definitely want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I believe the evidence is going to show that he is guilty, but we will let the evidence speak for itself. We are not going to be biased in the case. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty significant there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of evidence there. Let's see what he has to say. The MPs you mentioned in your statement, who supported you? Who are they? You already caught one. I can't name the others. From where? You have already confessed your guilt. Although there are some inconsistencies. It's not my life that matters. There are still people I love in this life, and I cannot afford to hurt them. Just know that the person is from the ruling party. Isn't the man you trust the famous police officer who leaves roses? Did you have anything to do with his death? No, even though Roderick was a psychopath, I loved him. He was one of my trustworthy men. I think it was the work of Freud and others within the organization. You were given a very important task to serve the people, and you abused your position. You betrayed the people, and you know that if the punishment for this will be very severe. Do you regret all you've done? I have no regrets. This is Banana Republic. The reason for corrupt governments is for people without virtue. I have nothing further to say, Your Honor. Alright, so he's going to be guilty without question, so we just need to add up his time here. He is going to get half the sentence. So, corruption, incitement to murder, taking part in organized criminal activities. Corruption, 10 years, $10,000. $10 million. Alright, so 10 years, $10 million. Taking part in organized criminal activity, I believe, was one of the other ones. Yep, that is. So 10 years, $10 million. 16 years, so we're at 26 years, $10 million. And what was the other one here? Corruption. Did I get this wrong? No, corruption was there. Alright, so corruption is already there. So we're at the 24 years, or the 26 years, and $10 million. So we got corruption. We got incitement to murder is the last one, which is probably... No? Incitement to murder is 8 years. So that puts him up to 34 years. We got to divide that in half. So he's going to get 17 years and $5 million in penalty. 17 years, $5 million, I believe is the correct penalty for him. And I failed, of course. Yes, I was arrested again. I mean, it's still at moderate possibility, but I've been hitting it quite a bit as of late. Could I lower my risk some? Nope, can't lower it. I am at 90%, so I made the right decision here. So 17 years, $5 million. Darn. I mean, my level is just so high. Trying to listen to all those papers has put me in this position. And yeah, so it's just going to take a little bit here. It is not an automatic by any means, so that is the good thing. I should hopefully be able to avoid it. Yeah. I was trying to click over here. There we go. Alright, we got through it. Perfect. So now on to our final case, and let's see if the ending changes at all. Alright, let's go ahead and end the day. Alright, so this is our final case. Let me see if I can bribe him. No, I cannot. That's unfortunate. So this is basically the lawsuit against the ruling party. I don't think that this should change my arrest one way or the other. I'm going to find that the closure of the party is the proper thing. Now, personally, what I think there should be a third choice where the investigation into the party happens. That's what I think the right answer is. But since these are the two choices I have, we're going to play through both of them. Hopefully we can get through it without me being arrested too many times. Let's see if it changes the outcome of the situation. Personally, I think this is the right one. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do the other one first, and then we'll do this one second. So this is the one I don't think is the right decision. There was a coup. So it is a different ending. The judiciary was transferred to military courts, and a prosecution has been launched against a group of state employees, including you. Hey! You started working for a cleaning company. I'm not dead. So there is some irony to that. So this time I was a more corrupt judge, but because of it I got to live. The last time I was a much worse judge, and because of it I was murdered at the end. That is sort of interesting. I'm happy that I got to see that. Let's go ahead and go back in, and let's rule the opposite way this time. See if it changes things. Alright, so this is the one I would have selected. This would have been my quote-unquote good ruling. This was sort of my bad judge ruling, and it seemed to work out for me because I got to live. I'm a cleaning person, but you know what? I still got all that money, and I lived. There was a coup. The judiciary was transferred to military courts, and a prosecution has been launched against a group of state employees, including you. Yep. So in either case, it doesn't matter what you decide in that week 21, it seems like. Either way, you are going to get the outcome that you have established throughout the previous weeks. So by being a bad judge, I had to juggle a lot more. I got arrested a lot more. I even went to an insane asylum once. But at the end of the day, I became a janitor and I didn't die. Versus when I was being a good judge, I only got arrested once, never went to the insane asylum. My family was pretty happy overall, and I was murdered. So there is some kind of irony to that. Take it how you want. For now, though, if you enjoyed what I did in this playthrough, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you for other videos on the channel.